Everyone wants to be somebody, to stand out, be noticed, and make a mark. That desire isn't wrong. It is actually deeply human. But what if this desire comes from fear? The fear that you and me have, which is being mediocre, being invisible, being completely forgotten. And what if this fear is actually driving your ambition, which slowly destroys your joy, the childlike joy that you started doing that in the first place? Most people that I know, they don't chase success because they love the journey, but they chase success because they're afraid of what will happen if they don't. I wanted to combine three anime characters, Isagi, Oikawa, and Hinata, and their emotional roots of their ambition. And by the end, you will have the answer for yourself. Are you driven by the fear of becoming nobody or the love of becoming somebody? By the way, I'm Milo, and I break down anime for your mindset and the actual lessons that will impact your life. And this is the part 3 on a series that you can find on the description below. Part 1 is fear of being average, and it starts with Isagi. One of the scariest moments and something that happened in my life is that when success starts feeling bad, or even worse, when it starts feeling painful. What I found with most people I'm working with is that expectations create emotional debt, and this emotional debt turns out to burnout. Isagi isn't the fastest or the strongest. His weapon is that he's able to analyze the field real time. The problem is that when he realizes that he has something special, his expectations shift, because now he has to win. And if he doesn't win, who really is he? The moment I realized that was in episode 5. When Isagi scores there, he doesn't smile anymore, but he just exhales, like his life was in the line and now he's safe again. The perfect quote about standards is, if you're good at things and have high standards, you assume that you should always do well. And this is the core of the devil. This is what completely takes out the joy. And we do that automatically as human beings. The moment that we are good at something, we start having the standards. If one of my videos gets 10,000 views, then I expect that all my videos will take 10,000 views. So even if a video takes 3,000 views, which is way better than what I had before, it's still a failure. And it completely takes the joy out of the process, which means that success isn't a celebration anymore, but it is the minimum level of reasonable performance. This is the curse of competence that we assign to ourselves. You're able to get out of that if you're very thoughtful and strategic on your mindset. But most people, if they don't have the right advice and the right people around them, they acquire this curse the moment that they are successful. When success becomes your baseline, it's not achievement anymore, but it is an obligation. The part 2 is the weight of recognition and comes from one of my favorite bad guys, Oikawa. What if your ambition isn't about winning, but is about being seen winning? In a similar way of where you are right now, Oikawa is talented, charismatic, and a brilliant setter. And if you don't have these exact skills, if you're honest with yourself, you have your own personal skills. But what blew me away on the second season is when I realized that he doesn't want to be great. He wants to be seen as great by others. What it shows us is that when he faces Kakayama, he feels invisible next to a genius. Because when you do things for significance, it starts being toxic for you. There is something that is called the 6 human needs. It is by Tony Robbins, and it allowed me to understand this character. Every one of us, we have 6 human needs. You have the need of love and connection, significance like certainty, uncertainty, growth, and contribution. Every one of us, we have to feel all 6 of them. But the difference is the vehicle of how we are trying to meet them, and at the same time, what is the order? When the highest of your 6 human needs is significance, this means that the reason that you do most things in life is to feel significant, is to feel important, and be seen as someone competent, then this is a toxic environment within your head that tears you down one day at a time. This is a very classic one for people that have companies and they are founders, or for people that want to dominate in sports. And this is a very scary human need, especially if it is not conquered properly, because it will turn into poison everything that you do. I did that myself. When I created my first companies, I didn't care about how good I do, but how well others perceive me. The only reason I wanted to be successful is in order to flaunt this success to others' eyes. And this is what completely was messing with me. Because not only it was so painful all the days that I wasn't successful, which was most of the days actually, but at the same time, it was tearing me apart inside because I was doing the wrong things and I was focusing into validation from others, which is something that doesn't really last. My focus was significance. I teared apart 4 different companies in Poland, UK, in Greece. Every company I was building, it was completely unsuccessful because I was focusing on the wrong things. Part 3 is Joy and Growth by Hinata. What if success doesn't come from pressure, but it comes from just having fun and playing around? Hinata, as you know, is short, underdog, and unrefined. But the difference is that he truly loves volleyball and he just has fun. And this is literally the only thing that he wants to do every single day. In season 4, in a part that I thought was the most boring part of the show, Hinata becomes the ball boy for over 5 episodes. But we see again and again that the humility that he has and the joy actually becomes the engine for him to learn something completely new. He doesn't chase greatness to be seen like the other two. This is that because he is in love with the process. Don't aim for success if you want it. Just do what you love and believe in it, and it will come naturally. Hinata doesn't aim for success exactly. He aims for growth. This is one of the 6 human needs I told you before. And this is one of the most powerful human needs when you are focusing on the growth just for growth. When progress fills you up and makes you feel joyful. He believes on the work, on the game, and success just follows on this specific path. This devotion that he has because of growth, because his number 1 human need is growth, is what fills him up. Brother, I need you to help me to grow and spread this message if this makes sense for you. So like and subscribe this video. This helps so much because the algorithm is brutal. And write down what character you love the most right now. This is a part of a series and you can find it right here that I break down the mindset that you need in order for you to enjoy your life and be successful on everything that you do. Thank you, brother.